to my channel. If you're new, if you're returning, thank you for coming back. My name is Mary, and this is All Things Love and Beauty. And today we are going to be talking about episode 3 of The Perfect Match on Netflix, season 3. So I'm very excited. And if you're also excited to hear my take on the episode, then stay tuned. Before I get started, a couple of things. First off, I am wearing clothes. I'm wearing a shirt. It just doesn't have any sleeves, so it looks like I'm topless, but I promise I have clothes on. Secondly, I have my notes like usual, so I will be referencing my notes to recap this episode. Okay, now that we have that out of the way, let's get into it. So once again, the episode picked up where the second episode ended. If you remember, in the second episode, we had Ollie and Adi in the boardroom trying to decide who should go on the date with Louis. Ollie wanted to take Alex, and AD wanted to take Cutie. But in this episode, we find out that Ollie in the end won because he sent Alex on a date with Louis, and AD is pissed about it. But what can you do? So for the two new girls that get to go on a date, we have Rachel from The Bachelorette. She went on a date with Freddie, and for their date, they got to do a little painting session where they both painted each other. It was cute. It was like a romantic, cute little date. Nothing like crazy happened. They just like chatted and painted each other. And then for Louis' date, he went on a date with Alex. And Alex is from Temptation Island. I did not watch her show, but she seems nice. She seems very physical. Let's just say that. She seems like she has no problems with getting physical and touchy, which is great for Louis, but maybe not so great for the other girls. On their date, I don't remember them doing anything special. I think they just went in a pool or something. Yeah, they were in a pool, and I remember Alex was like touching Louis while they were in the water, touching his legs, which, if you ask me, it's a little bit forward for people who are just meeting each other. But then again, it's a dating show. It's Netflix. There's no such thing as too fast. Back at the house, we see Madison is freaking out. She started crying. She doesn't want Freddie to go on a date, and she's just like freaking out so bad. She's like, I like him. I haven't liked anyone like him. And I'm just like confused because on the show, at least to us, it looks like they were only coupled together for one day. So the fact that she's already like so deep, even if it's, let's say it's more than one day, it can't be more than a week that they've been coupled up together. So the fact that she's already so attached and like crying just at the thought of him going on a date with someone else is a little bit scary, and I feel like it's low-key manipulative. And I think Ollie said it best. Ollie said it on this show, and I unfortunately agree with him. It's manipulative. Why are you crying because he's going on a date? Like, even if you like him, it's not like he chose to go on a date. Just relax. Let him go on the date and have faith that your connection is strong enough for him to come back. So yeah, she kind of pissed me off this episode. It just seemed like she was using her tears more than necessary. So the two new girls come back to the house, and they get to meet the rest of the housemates. Clayton realizes that Rachel is one of the new girls, And if you don't know, Clayton was on The Bachelor. He was The Bachelor, and Rachel was on his season. So they had a little thing going on. And Rachel was one of the top two girls, I think, or top three. And they ended up having sex on the show. So I think their their connection is gonna be interesting. So we see him starting to like get a little bit, I wouldn't say excited, but just like intrigued by seeing her, because he's very deep and thinks everything is a sign. So by him, by them being together at the same show, he sees it as a sign for them to reunite. So those two kind of have an unfinished business, but the rest of the house, all the boys were all drooling over Alex, and it's so funny to watch the other girls kind of freak out. So we have Ollie who's saying that he's interested in Alex, but he didn't go there because of AD basically. He didn't want to hurt AD's feelings, but he was also interested in Alex. Louis has no shame in expressing that he also is very interested in Alex, especially after she told him. She basically said she would be open to a threesome with her partners. So, I mean, what guy wouldn't be interested in a girl who says they're open to having another girl? Like, I, I feel like Alex knows what she's doing by bringing up the threesome, because she knows by her saying that Louis is gonna get excited and interested and want to pick her just so he can have her and someone else. And hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, but I do not support it. When it comes to Louis' partner Sandy, she's also freaked out a little bit, even though she tries to play as she's not. We see her talking to Madison, basically saying, "Oh, she can't handle," or that she can't handle him. So I think it's a little bit of insecurity. Instead of her saying she's worried about the new girl Alex, she plays it as she's not that interested in him. Um, and Louis overheard her say that. So I think it was a bit of her ego and insecurities. Um, what's her name? 80 is also freaking out because she can tell that Ollie is interested in Alex. Who else is interested in Alex? Oh, Daniel was a little bit interested in her as well. He went and chat with her, with Alex as well. So it seems like a lot of the boys are interested in Alex, but kind of out of respect or fear, in Ollie's case, for their partners, they chose to not rock the boat. We have Clayton and Rachel have a chat, and at first it was very awkward. You can feel the tension between them. And Clayton basically tells her, "Hey, I want us to match so we can figure out if there's something still there. I think we're here for a reason, and it's only right that we explore it." So that was kind of Clayton's take on it. Rachel was a little bit more apprehensive just because she's not sure. She was hurt by him before, obviously, so she doesn't want to go back and get hurt again. So she was a little bit more apprehensive while he was like, "Let's do it." So yeah, but I'm glad they finally have a chat. You can tell she really liked him. The fact that she was so scared to even get there, you can tell she had strong feelings for him. And she mentioned how, he asked for her dad's hand in marriage. So you, as a girl, you can kind of feel her pain just by her telling him. So I understand why she's a little bit more reserved with wanting to go all in again, because she doesn't want to get hurt again. So as the night winds down, we have our matches for the night. Ollie matched with AD, so they stuck together. Madison and Freddie ended up matching, so Freddie matched with Madison. Daniel stayed with Lucy and they matched. And Clayton ended up choosing Rachel and they match, which means his old partner Juliet, is going home. And she's, you could tell she's sad, but she was just like, I wish you told me because ob- obviously in the past she had the chance to choose someone else and she didn't. So I think she's just upset that she didn't get the choice to choose someone else, but he's the one base. I think basically she's upset that she's getting dumped instead of being the person who does the dumping, if that makes sense. Lastly, we have Louis, and he matched with Sandy. He we could se- In this episode we saw him going back and forth between Sandy and Alex, but ultimately he chose Sandy just because they were partnered up longer, and so they have more of a vibe. And I think also he's probably just being strategic because he knows that, hey, Sandy probably has more friends, so if I keep her around, I might win this. I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking, but he seems like he could be game playing because the way he's excited about Alex, it's hard to believe that, he has such a great connection with Sandy. I think he's part of him is just playing the game. So the new matches go to bed and wake up to a brand new day, which means new compatibility challenge. I love the compatibility challenges. I don't know, they're fun, not too serious, and but it also gives an insight of what people might be thinking or feeling, but not necessarily saying or acting on. So for this compatibility challenge, it's a kissing challenge. So all the players are get to kiss everyone basically, and they're all blindfolded and have headphones, and they get to take turns kissing all the different players. So all the girls kiss all the boys and vice versa. At the end of the kissing challenge, we get to see who ranked whom the highest and the lowest, and to see if it's like the same couple rank each other. Unlike the other challenges where it's a couple that wins, this one it's individual. So you could win and your partner not win with you. So which is a little bit different and a little sneaky of them. But I like it. I like the switch up. So for the boys, first we have Ollie, and his highest kiss was 80. But they didn't share how much he rated her, which I think is a little bit sneaky of them. I don't know. Like, I'm very suspicious of the editing this season. And again, part of it's probably because I know AD and Ollie together. So whenever I notice things off or choppy with editing, I always question it. Like, why would they show that he rated her the highest, but not tell us the score? You know what I mean? Something fishy about that. Next, we have Daniel. He rated Lucy the highest and gave her 10. Clayton rated Sandy the highest and gave her a 9. Freddie ranked his partner Madison the highest and gave her a 10. Louis also rated his partner the highest, gave her a 10. So Louis rated Sandy 10. And then the lowest for Louis was Rachel with a 3. For the girls, AD gave Ollie her partner the highest score of 10, and the lowest score was Freddie, which she gave a 4. For Lucy, she gave her highest score to Ollie, which was a 10. So, tells us Ollie is a great kisser or something because two girls giving her 10. Rachel rated her high score 10 to Clayton. And it's so interesting because when she was describing the kiss, she was like, "Oh, you were the last one." It's like she knew exactly who she was kissing, and it felt like familiar to her. And I don't know, I'm scared for her because just looking at her describe it, you can tell she still has, feelings. It may not be like the love that she had before, but she still has something for him. I'm scared he might hurt her. I don't know why I have that feeling, but she just like looks like she's melting when she's looking at him. I'm worried for her. Madison's high score was her partner Freddie, and she gave him a 10. And lastly, we have Sandy, who gave her high score to Clayton. Very surprising. She gave him a 10, and she gave Freddie the low score of 5. So basically, we find out from this game, at least my hypothesis, Clayton and Ollie, they both got 2 high scores from 2 people. So we can hypothesize that they are great kissers. And Freddie, unfortunately, he got two low scores from 2 different people. So by that we can guess that, he's probably not the best kisser. So I would say Ollie and Clayton, great kissers. Freddie, bad kisser. At least based on the game. So the couples that chose each other as each other's best kisser or highest rated kisser, we have Adi and Ollie, both chose each other. And then we also have Madison and Freddie, who both chose each other. The rest of the couples kind of chose other people as their highest. And we find out that the winners are Sandy and Clayton because they both gave each other the highest scores and they were both partners with other people. So, because of that, they get to win and they get to go on a romantic date and go to the boardroom together and bring some new people in. So, that's where the episode ended, with Clayton and Sandy as the winners of the game. So next episode we get to find out, how their date went and who the new bombshells will be. Overall, I really enjoyed this episode. It was very fun. It was very fun and entertaining. And even though it was like an hour, it felt like longer. I remember I kept checking my phone. I was like, how long is this episode? There's just so many things happening back to back. So I really enjoyed it, and I can't wait for the next episode. I am hoping they bring in. I know Justine from Love Island is supposed to be on the show, so I'm hoping they bring her in next episode. Who else am I wanting to see? Yeah, I think that's about it. Justine. Oh, and Ray. Ray from Love Island as well. Actually, I don't really care about Ray. Just Justine. I can't wait to see my girl, Justine. So, yeah, that is my recap review of episode 3 of season 3 of Perfect Match. I hope you come back next time as I review episode 4. Okay, once again, my name is Mary. Let me know down below your thoughts on the episode and the season overall so far. And I will see you next time. Once again, my name is Mary, and this is All Things Love and Beauty. Thank you. Bye.